Flooding threats and the dangerous heat on both coasts.
But first, Alex Perez starts us off in Milwaukee, which was hard hit over the weekend.
He toppled onto this car. In Lincoln, hundreds of prison inmates were displaced after the roof was blown off of 2 housing units. Daylight showing the extent of the destruction.
Those new flash flood threats.
And
Good
that's
morning.
the thing. Good morning, Rebecca. Flash flooding happens in the streets. It goes away quickly, but then the rivers take it on. And that's what's happened at the Fox River. This is in Waukesha, Wisconsin, so just west of Milwaukee. It rose to 8 feet. It will crest later this afternoon and could get close there to records. So elevated flash flood risk now from parts of Missouri back through Oklahoma and into the panhandle of Texas, but also over here from Charleston and Myrtle Beach up to Wilmington, North Carolina. That's where you could end up with 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates. That's hanging out along the front in the middle of the country that's kind of dividing us. But the record heat comes with the ridge to the east. And that's where I wanted to just point out some of the daily records that could fall from Burlington tomorrow at 93, Caribou, Maine up in the mid 90s, and Manchester at 97. So Portland is out of the advisory, Maine, but Portland, Oregon has an advisory and an extreme heat warning, actually, which I'll tell you about all the heat there down to Phoenix.
So many extremes across the country. All right, Ginger, thank you. We turn now to President Trump speaking this morning on crime in Washington, D.C. to hear what you had to see there. But first, let's go back to Ginger.
Yes, and let's talk about that Gifford fire. We've been watching it now for a while. Now more than 118,000 acres burned, but they've got that containment up to 33%. I know that there have been evacuations with that throughout. But the heat is not going to make it easy, drying out all the fuels, the foliage on the ground, right? And extreme heat warnings from Phoenix and Las Vegas up to Portland, Oregon. And so there are heat advisories up in Washington State. The numbers will look like this today, close to 100 in Portland, 112 Palm Springs. It gets even hotter tomorrow, but next week, cooler. Your local weather in 30 seconds.
A large touchscreen keeps everyone happy. The Subaru Crosstrek. Dog tested, dog approved.
Get 1.9% APR for 63 months on select Subaru Crosstrek models during the Subaru A Lot to Love event.
And good Monday to you. High temperatures eventually reach the upper 80s and the lower 90s right now. We're mainly in the 60s.
I know what you're thinking. Total glow up. What's her secret? Fine, I'll spill. I totally upgraded with Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer, like me. Now I have Google Gemini. It's like a little glam squad in my pocket. Gemini, what eye makeup goes with this lipstick?
I'd suggest a classic cat eye.
Wow, setting the bar high for daycare pickup. Get in on this.
Coming up, the Self Magazine Sneaker Awards. Best kicks out there right now. And Karen Slaughter, whose Will Trent books are bestsellers, is here to tell us about her new novel. We'll have your local news and weather also coming up next.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
Are keeping us on our toes ahead of the new season of Dancing with the Stars, as they say.
Good morning, America! Hey!
Live from ABC News headquarters.
Alex, thank you. Let's bring in Ginger with the dangerous heat and flooding. Good morning again, Ginger.
Hey, good morning, Lindsay. So as we know, the flash flooding goes away and then the rivers fill up. And so the Fox River at Waukesha, Wisconsin is forecast to get to that record flood stage or tie it by later this evening. So we'll still see that happening, which would be the 3rd highest crest. We also have elevated flash flood risk from the plains through Missouri there into the southeast. So Charleston and Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, all included with some storms falling today. 1 to 2 inch per hour rainfall rates. Those are level 2 out of 4. So remember, that's coming along the stationary front. And then we've got this division here, that front that's bringing all the flooding in the plains, a ridge out west and a ridge to the east. And so records will fall, daily records possible, from Burlington, Vermont, up through Caribou. Look at Manchester, New Hampshire, could get to 97 tomorrow. New York will stay in the upper 80s, low 90s. And just want to put it out there, you see extreme heat warnings quite a bit in the southwest in the summer, from Las Vegas to Phoenix. But up into Portland, Oregon, we're talking about numbers as high as 105 to start the week here, Michael.
Wow, that's a hot one. All right, Ginger, thank you so much for that. Now, to sales at some fast food giants.
Now now, Michael, is that people are skipping breakfast out, and eating out, especially in the morning, is one of the first things people cut back on when they are financially stretched. We've been hearing from a lot of fast food giants recently, including Wendy's, KFC, Pizza Hut, and
Can't Stop Dancing. They're going to tell us about their new tour in the upcoming season of Dancing with the Stars. That's all coming up right here on this Monday GMA.
Nostalgia for you. Listen to this. Probably been a while since you heard the screeching sound on your computer. Enjoy it while you can, though. AOL has announced they are officially pulling the plug on their dial-up internet service after 30 immortalized on the big screen in the rom-com you've got, mostly used in areas without access to get, what, dessert?
Yeah, Upper West Side. I think it was Cafe Lalo.
Yeah, that's
that was big.
That's still around?
Yeah, I have to go. No, it's not around anymore.
Oh, but it went the way of dial-up?
Yes. I'm listening to this 34 years ago. None of you needed it. You can't.
Yeah,
I
had dial-up.
There was great excitement.
You were like a 1-year-old using dial-up. Okay, I know you're in advance, Will, but come on.
Getting on AIM.
How about you, Ginger? You remember those dial-up days?
Yeah, I didn't have it until like college because I'm from the Midwest. I feel like we got everything a little bit late. That was just my house. That was just my house. But it does remind me of thinking about my freshman year of college. So that tells you something about age. Let's talk about the age of this hurricane season. So far, we have not had a hurricane in the Atlantic. However, we could get our first or our fifth named storm called ERIN that could become our first hurricane of the season, and that is right now the potential track, but we'll be watching it really closely because this is like next midweek, so more than a week away. They did update the hurricane forecast, which looks pretty similar, just slightly above average, so looking for 13 to 18 named storms. Average is 14. So where are we in the season? We are right at the part where it really starts ramping up, so the next couple of weeks is when we usually see this. Let's get a check now a little closer to home.
And things are heating up for us today. Right now, temperatures are in the 60s and the 70s.
Here, we're going to talk about dancing and more. Look at it go. There you go. Next time we need to do that.
Right. For the Ovation Dance Tour. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Okay, we have a great crowd here. Super excited to see you guys this morning. And a lot of people are going to be excited to see you on this Ovation Tour. Tickets on sale now. What's different about this than previous shows?
So Ovation is actually one of a kind. We're actually bridging up, but it's actually designed for studios across the country to come and not only have a show that first night, but also a convention and a competition for these young kids to grow, because we really believe in the next generation of dance. And finally, after all these years of being front and center on stage, all these things, it's time to give back and hopefully encourage and educate the next.
And also, Derek, in this competition, you can win a ring. So it's like winning the Super Bowl.
Oh, wait, do I?
Can we see it?
Michael, wait, do I happen to have it right here? That's right.
Oh,
You know,
my goodness.
dancers are artistic athletes.
That's a ring.
So it's, you know, like just like the Super Bowl or NBA championship.
see that.
Come on, man. It might be like a pinky ring for you, but you know.
Hey, there
But we want
I got to
dancers.
find a finger. I don't want to give it back. This is beautiful.
It's going to be amazing. We wanted to, you know, for us, you know, we look at dancers as athletes, artistic athletes. And, you know, they're going to be taking classes at Ovation, competing. But we have an amazing faculty. You know, we have Talia Favia, Dom Kelly, who choreographed Great Gatsby here in
True 16 Mirrorball trophies combined.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
We've got Val, Jenna, Mark Ballas. I mean, there's a lot from Dancing with the Stars that you'll be able to teach their celebrities on the show. They're going to be in that room teaching all these dancers, these kids, and studio owners. So yeah.
And we're going to be taking classes because some of the teachers are honestly incredible. So the first night is done.
I love that you guys are bringing this full circle. And Derek, I understand congratulations are in order. You and Haley are expecting.
That's right.
So happy for you.
I'm going to be a dad. I know, the ultimate, right? I mean, it's something
And thanks to all of you guys for coming in early this morning. Tickets, there is a giveaway. Yes.
We have a surprise for Studio L. You all are getting tickets to go see Ovation.
And registration opens on Wednesday. So, yeah, anybody else who wants to come and sign up.
So, go ahead.
I just want to say thank you.
Go on sale this Wednesday. Thanks so much, guys. Enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Over to you, Ginge.
And you know what? I can tell everybody it is amazing what they can teach you in 3 days. I know this from experience, right, guys? I can't wait to see it, y'all. Congratulations on Ovation and more. All right, so now we got to get to something else here. Fans are counting down to the NBA season, and you're going to want to be here tomorrow when we reveal the must-see games for ESPN's NBA Christmas Day and opening week coverage. Christmas is the biggest day of the NBA regular season, with all 5 games airing on ESPN and ABC. You don't want to miss it. Let's get it checked out a little closer to home.
And good Monday to you. Right now we have temperatures in the 60s and the 70s. Get ready for highs in the upper 80s and the lower 90s, mostly sunny.
Right, and this is something that could impact people's health. So something to note, in New England and the Pacific Northwest, 2 places where air conditioning is not in place for every single person, we've had daily records being broken. Let's look at that list. It starts from Caribou, Maine to Augusta, Maine, where 98 degrees was reached yesterday. That's an actual air temperature. Roseburg, Oregon, 105. So we'll start in the Pacific Northwest down into Arizona. That's where we see some of these heat alerts today, from Phoenix up through Las Vegas. Could feel like, or not just feel like, but the actual temperature 110 to 122. Medford could go up to 110, and then you see some of that kind of east of the Cascades that could go up to 105. So some of the numbers are big today. They'll get a break in the Pacific Northwest at least by tomorrow and Thursday. Now, record heat also possible still in interior New England, but from Syracuse, they could break a daily record today at 95, Burlington, Caribou, and Manchester. I do want to track Tropical Storm ERIN, 5th named storm of the season, way out there in the Atlantic, but the next couple days it's going to charge to the west, and it will end up becoming a major hurricane by Saturday. This is north and east of Puerto Rico, and then we'll be very closely watching that high pressure system, because that steers this thing. The closer it gets to it, the closer it will be to Bermuda, but the more it pushes it west, and then that cold front kind of squeezes it, the closer it will be to us. We're still more than a week away. We're going to watch it really closely. Either way, beach plans next week, big time rip currents.
Oh, wow. Well, great warning there. I know we got to cover, Ginger. Thank you for that. Now to the...
I got it. All righty. Tail for that. And ESPN's Malika Andrews is standing by with a big NBA reveal, but first, let's go back to Ginger.
And parts of the southeast have been so inundated. Flash flooding from Charleston. Raleigh itself has had more than 7 inches of rain already this month. That is more than 3 inches above their total month total. 2 out of 4 level for elevated flash flooding today. We'll get into more of that, but your local weather in 30 seconds.
And good Tuesday to you. Get ready for a hot and humid day. Right now, temperatures are mainly in the 60s and the 70s.
That we get to reveal here on Good Morning
And you're going to get to the Christmas Day.
And we have the Christmas Day. I thought we would go in order here. So let's start with opening week. Our opening week will look like right here.
Can I say the Cavs Knicks? That's a preview of the Eastern Conference Final.
Absolutely.
So let's just go ahead and put that out there.
Can you tell Robin's excited?
Yeah, Robin, I mean, when was the last time I was thinking about this? To your point, Cavaliers, I'm so glad, Robin, to your point, we don't have to wait to see this Eastern Conference Finals preview. Carlos Santana's Smooth was #1 on the charts the last time there was this many expectations for the Knicks, right? And they're hoping that it's a smooth season for that.
Spike Lee is thrilled.
Exactly.
Well, I'm thrilled. Hopefully I'll be at the game. But, you know, the Thunder are going to take on the Pacers. What can we expect from that? I know the Pacers look a little different.
Yeah, unfortunately, without Tyrese Halliburton, we're certainly folks, myself included, think that this Oklahoma City Thunder team has the best shot that we have seen since these Golden State Warriors in a lot of ways. The Boston Celtics, we talked about them that way. Unfortunately, injuries happened. So the first look at this potent OKC team, that's how I'm looking at it.
And they're young, too. They're young.
All right, and now you see Robin rubbing her hands together.
Get on Christmas. Are you ready to unwrap the gift?
Reveal. Yes. What can we
All right, let's get to Christmas Day. Today is against the Denver Nuggets. But can I tell you, one of my favorite things about this Christmas Day slate, it's a little something. Christmas is all about magic, right? And I grew up watching these games with my dad. We'd choose one that would be our break of the day. But it was always something that we wanted to do together. It's about family. It's about magic. It's about unwrapping a gift even to yourself sometimes. And last year, Donovan Mitchell, he posted on social media, the star of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he said, don't worry, we're going to get a Christmas Day game. And then turn around to this year, and he posted again. See, I told you, Cavs fans, we would get it done. And they did.
I'm not the only one who's excited. You can see that, Malika.
The gifts. The gifts.
They keep on giving. We're going to be right back.
Tori Johnson's kicking off her summer festival of deals and steals, all at least 50% off. Your local news and weather is next.
More forecast. Good morning.
Yeah, Lindsay, I just checked the AQI, the Air Quality Index in Mankato, Minnesota. They're in the red. They're at 160. So we're going to see some tough smoke conditions from Minnesota through northern Wisconsin and into the upper peninsula of Michigan. We track the smoke real quickly from Minneapolis. You get a little break late morning through early afternoon, but then International Falls later this afternoon through tomorrow. Look what happens. This is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. You're going to get even heavier near surface smoke. So we'll be watching this for the next couple of days. Robin.
And I was in Minnesota last week.
I'm a big fan of music.
Yeah.
I'm on Samara Sin right now. Y'all up on Samara Sin? Brand New Teeth?
Yep.
That's what I'm on now with Smino. That's
you know, full of surprises.
Highest two.
I guess I won't be working for them anymore.
It's in theaters on Friday. You heard the man. And then it is streaming on Apple TV Plus September 5th. But first, this Friday.
August 15th.
This Friday.
Highest
this Friday.
lowest.
All money ain't good money.
Savage Ginger. Come on, Ginger.
Bring it on. Thank you so much, so much. I can't wait to see it. All right, let's talk about the rip current risk because we did have one person die. 4 were rescued. The Seaside Park, New Jersey this morning. You're seeing the waves kicking. Just that was after lifeguards were gone for the day. So a reminder to always swim when lifeguards are present. Today it should be relatively low risk for rip currents, but still you want to be out there only when there's help around. West Palm Beach has a higher risk, and we are watching the risk for rip currents increasing as we watch Tropical Storm ERIN approaching the East Coast. Again, remember, we're watching it potentially squeeze between the high and the cold front. We'll keep you informed because that's next week. Let's get a check now a little closer to home.
And keep in mind, we have a moderate rip current risk for the south-facing shoreline, a low risk down the Jersey Shore. Temperatures in the 60s.
Well, how to become the CEO of your health. And this morning, how to get ready for your next doctor's appointment. We'll be right back with more.
In terms of both longevity, but most importantly, quality of life.
Of your health. And tomorrow for our series, we'll be talking about how to advocate for yourself as a patient. What do you think about that, Ginge?
The best advice. Thank you so much, because all of us need that. I know that I've had my own fair share, as everybody has. So thank you both. Can't wait for tomorrow. But for now, I'm here with cookbook author and recipe developer Alexis Deboschnik, and we are celebrating her new cookbook called Nights and Weekends. She's here. She's got a delicious summer salad. She's going to be making 3 of these, which we love, on GMA3.
I can't wait.
Oh, and I can't wait to taste it. I see fennel already, and we're ready. We're in. All right, let's get it checked now. A little closer to home.
And things are heating up today with high temperatures in the upper 80s and the lower 90s. Mostly sunny skies. Also an air quality